been talking about recently regarding how many of us become excited about the branding and the advertising, but so many vitamins and supplements, these are contract manufactured, right? Oh,
and there are some omega products on the market that are nothing short of frightening, right, and very heavily and well promoted. And in most products, it's very, very difficult and costly to create a vitamin manufacturing facility, and especially now. Our facility, it's where everyone's inspected by the Food and Drug Administration, so it's an extremely rigorous environment, and it's really discouraged even more companies from making the investment. So what happens is a number of large contract manufacturers control the entire vitamin industry.
Wow.
So most of the vitamins you see, and by most I mean the substantial majority, are not manufactured by the company that offers them. They're made for them by someone else. They're just answering a bid to manufacture the product for someone else. So there's not any personal attachment as I have with each product I make. Every ingredient in the products, I just spoke to the owner of the company in Norway that provides our omega-3s 2 days ago. So everything that we do, I just spoke the day before that with the folks who provide our marine collagen and our free-range collagen. I'm connected to every ingredient in every product. All the products we have, I could probably recite all the content on the label and the information because I wrote it. And I could only write that information on the label if I was involved in all the science, all the research, and the selection of the specific raw material, or our personal creation of that raw material. That's not the typical vitamin company. When it comes to omega-3s, our omega-3 blend is custom to us. No one else has it. The way other omega-3s are delivered, it's a standard blend, 60% EPA, 40% DHA. But DHA is more important. That's the one you want 60% of. Right. So that's what we do. At great expense and great difficulty, we've been doing that for a few decades. So our product gives you more of the DHA you want because that's the principle. And I mean, by principle, 98 to 90% of the fats in your brain are DHA. And DHA represents about 2/3 of the weight of your brain. So it's remarkable how important DHA is. What's even more remarkable or surprising is that probably 99% of the omega-3 products in America deliver 60% or 2/3 EPA. And that's just because that's the standard, inexpensive way to deliver omega-3s.
Well, this is actually one of our monthly specials. So if you'd like to try Andrew's omega product, I want to show you the value that you can expect tonight by ordering 30, 60, 180, 360. Substantial savings, second only to a today's special. You know, if you look at the greatest value, obviously the 360 caps is down from 160 to 89.90. That's going to be 70 cents. Sorry, 70 cents, $70.
The next, yeah, it's literally a couple of dimes a capsule. It's and this is something that just to keep you posted, we do a Today Special once a year on this product. It will be either April or May of next year. Right. So just so you know, this is the best pricing until then. It will not be a monthly special again before then, so during a visit it'll have special pricing, but not nearly the pricing today. Sometimes it's hard to hear that, you know, for many of us, we've been accustomed to buying certain brands for many, many years, and we've loved those brands. So to suddenly hear that maybe it's not as good as it could be is difficult to hear. But that's always been the thing, Andrew. You share the information. Well, I share the information, but also if I find out something about my product and all of a sudden I learn it's not as good as it should be or could be, I just changed my product. Yes. I mean, I've probably changed this product. In the last 25 years, I bet I've changed it 15, 16, 17 times. And I don't really bother talking about it. We've increased its potency. We've increased the levels of DHA. We've improved the purity. We've reduced the size of the capsule. My original capsule was about 1,000, still smaller than the typical capsule, was about 1,000 milligrams. Our capsule is now about 700 milligrams, and the typical capsule is 1,200 to 1,500, and the typical capsule contains less omega-3s than our capsule contains. So we deliver more to you in a smaller capsule, and I'm constantly striving to improve this product, to improve every product. So when you get our omega-3s, you know it's the best. It will never upset your stomach. There will never be a fishy aftertaste. It contains the natural triglyceride form, which most products ignore, and it's also in the proper ratio to give you the most important omega-3 for your eyes, your brain, and your heart.
I think for one of the things that I've come to realize so much over the years is that many folks are looking for a shortcut, an easier way, a way to kind of skimp on maybe the important, valuable things. With Andrew, what you see is what you get. This gentleman in front of the camera, behind the camera, a passion for perfection. You've always had it.
This is my passion. This was never intended to be my job. It was intended just to be a hobby that I loved, and it became my job. And I just was looking at questions here. Questions about dry eyes, a number of questions about dry eyes. The two products to focus on for dry eyes, omega-3s. Okay. Great product for dry eyes, and your ophthalmologist, your optometrist will likely recommend omega-3s for dry eyes. Also our Ultimate Eye. If you look at the reviews for Ultimate Eye, look at the reviews for omega-3 product, both of them are going to have likely a couple of hundred reviews specifically talking about benefits for dry eyes.
So if you have any questions, of course, that's why we love to do these shows, because Andrew is able to answer them and spend a little bit more time. If you're using a current omega-3 product and you don't like the fishy aftertaste, you have to try this. We're going to head over this way because, Andrew, there's another omega product, this time plant-based.
I wanted to speak about this in detail because we got a number of questions from folks who, for whatever reason, they're allergic